in this society we live, I can adapt. And if I made it once, I know that I can make it back. What's opinions or a fact? I've been climbing. Now what they call procrastination, I see perfect timing. It coming where we from, no, not the city, but the bottom. No hope and resolutions when you know you was the problem. I told Dre it ain't like I'm really done with lectures, so I done what's best for me. You ain't a failure for investing in your dreams. And when that day should come, I earned it all relentlessly.
Get it. Let's get it. All right, so welcome to the Mentee channel. We're on our final episode of the wellness series, man. It's been like so great, man. We've had so many amazing guests. Like, I wish I could have an extra Monday to continue on with the wellness series, but I mean, the series we got coming up after this is even phenomenal as well. So, you know, we're just gonna have some heat for you every Monday. But today is about Howie the Barber. You feel me? We getting into this hair game. You feel me? Trying to have healthy hair and just being able to really understand from a hair extraordinaire himself. You know, Mr. $20 book a cut. Seriously, $20 book a cut. Go to howiedoesit.com right now. Right now, tap in, lock in your appointment. And now, overall, I'm gonna let him explain, you know, what he does and you know how he got to be Mr. Howie the Barber.
Okay. Jared, first of all, I appreciate you having
Hey,
me.
appreciate you being here, bro.
Let's see, my story starts on I-29 at Brothers and Sisters back in, I don't know, but man, 2007, I had to be maybe what? I don't know, 9. We're just gonna say 8, 9, something like that. So I gotta give a shout out to Fafa. Um, Fafa, his energy in the shop was definitely a big inspiration. Anybody that's gonna talk about Fafa is gonna let you know that he's gonna talk about wrestling, uh, some pertains to kids or whatnot. um, I was definitely into wrestling at the time, so wrestling, sports, the community period. You know what I'm saying? What's in entertainment? Like, he was the mouth and the energy of the shop. You know what I'm saying when it came to that. And sitting down, waiting, and viewing how his energy worked in the shop, I knew that I wanted to be a part of that. Now, I'm not as talkative, you know what I'm saying, as Fafi as I can be, but on the average point, no, I'm not that talkative, you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna have a whole crowd of people in the shop talking and engaging what I'm gonna talk in. But seeing something like that, like, it just let me know, like, yeah, it just felt like a good spot, you know what I'm saying, something that I would want to help grow, you know what I'm saying, definitely, like I said, be a part of. um and it showed his involvement in the community. After, you know what I'm saying, I can say Fafa was the first spark in it. The next person to give thanks to would be my mama, because mom's told me, the words will never leave my head. You can't cut nobody else's hair until you learn how to cut your own. And so definitely did that. Messed up a few haircuts on myself, you know what I'm saying. The public let me know, the people I went to school with, the Black or African American community, whoever, however you want to label yourself, but I know some people are touching on the subject, but in our community, you know what I'm saying, the kids I grew up with, they let me know, like, if my haircut was toe up, oh, they let me know, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't no, it's just a bad haircut, Red, you gonna get it again. No, they was joking, you know what I'm saying, they was clowning, but it still got me to where I am now, because it didn't deter me away from getting away from it. Didn't make me stop. It just made me think, like, okay, at some point I'm gonna get their approval, and even if it wasn't their approval, it's gonna get them to stop, you know what I'm saying, doing this. So I mean, I got it right, some of those same guys have been in my chair, you know what I'm saying, since then. So yeah, my mom, her inspirational words, uh, they helped me out. Well, I can say that, people clowning me growing up, you know what I'm saying, that definitely helped me out, because like I said, uh, it's something in me to where, like, I ain't gonna say is it like, you know what I'm saying, I like to prove people wrong, or just to just if you doubt me, you know what I'm saying, that inspires me to, probably go a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? So you doubt me or saying like, no, I don't think you can do it. Like that's what's pushing me to do it, saying I don't think you can do it. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all. Next shout out is to Tony Rucker. Uh, he was my mentor. He signed off on the paperwork, you know what I'm saying, during my graduation project. So without him approving and saying, I think this man can actually be a barber, he is serious about it, uh, probably wouldn't have been where I am today. So shout out to Tony Rucker, of course. And everybody after that, I mean, y'all been supporting me since the Hardy days when I be working at Hardy's, whatever shift that was. And then when I get off, I'm getting calls to come to X, Y, and Z house. And it might be some guys, throwing a kickback or something, but Rare showing up with them clippers, you know what I'm saying? So
That's
after that, I can definitely say it's been my guys, the list can go for forever.
and so it started. It started off really sparked with a few great mentors going to the barbershop, and then also just seeing the energy and environment, and then by your mom telling you that like, hey, like you gonna have to learn this yourself
Mm-hmm.
before you even try it on anybody else.
Right.
Like, and then going through that hard part of getting the criticism.
Yeah.
And so, like, what was that like experiencing that, and then starting to get to the point that you are now? Like, what did it make you want to quit at certain points, or?
See, I was 15, you know what I'm saying? Seeing these older guys joke on you, you know what I'm saying? Not really lift you up or give you inspirational words. Like, of course, it's going to hurt you a little bit because it's going to, like, to me, it's like, damn, like no inspirational words, like, no, how them try again, straight clown, you feel me?
Yeah.
Straight clowning. So, like, yeah, I'd be a liar if I told you at the first 5 seconds it didn't hurt, but then once I got home, that fresh cut, well, not fresh cut, but everything grew back in. Shoot, that was just my signal. Hey, you got another chance. You know what I'm saying? Every 2 weeks, you got another chance. So I'd be lying if I told you, you know what I'm saying, like those words didn't affect me because if I still remember what they said to today, you know what I'm saying, there's some type of scar there. You know what I'm saying? I've healed from the scar because I'm still here doing what I love today. You know what I'm saying? It ain't made me stop and put them down. But like I said, that little bit of doubt or, you know what I'm saying, that joke or that play is what being like, okay, like, I'm gonna be able to make you, you know what I'm saying, eat those words or shut up one day. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no personal grudge or nothing like that towards nobody because I ain't even gonna tell you like besides the people that I did name who all I can remember said what. It's just I heard those words, boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fix that. You feel me?
Right.
So yeah, I can't lie and tell you like the words didn't hurt just a tad bit, but it definitely didn't change my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I definitely still went back home, picked up the clippers again, and got the cut. And it could have been in the same sense that made me didn't give up is that, I wanted to be a pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to keep looking good, stay fresh, this, that, and third. I wanted to do all that. So maybe that was another niche in me that kept me going. But for the most part, I mean, they just words, you know what I'm saying? So they only gonna be able to hurt you for so long.
Remind me of that saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me."
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
And so, like, for you to power through all of that, man, and be able to mold yourself into a barber for years now. You've been in the game for a minute now, so like
Yeah.
I don't even know what year you're on at this point.
I guess it depends on if you want to start from, you know what I'm saying, like the very, very beginning at 15, 16, or actual license on paper. My first license is going to say 2018. So, well, we're in 23 now, so we're going on, 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My first five. First five. Actually, on paperwork, October would be the finalization of the first five. But, yeah, we definitely got four and some change going. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I can take some doubt. You know what I'm saying? That might be something I can say about myself. I can take some doubt and eventually get past it or whatnot, the mental part. But certain life lessons, like, you know what I'm saying, people just say life goes on. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
true. So one step at a time, right after that day or whatever said, shoot, I'll be all right.
I mean, shoot, year 5, like you headed into being able to have your being able to have yourself your own site. You got great clientele, consistency. Like this is what most people really looking at starting it right now are trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And so when did this start to fully come together as all right, like this is really happening? Like,
My wow moment, and to where, I could say, like, I'm a barber, I'm really starting to do this and X, Y, and Z. Um, it started after I got them license, and I think March. It was either March or May of 2018. Um, that's when some of the guys I was working with at my last warehouse job, they was like, pretty much like, you're not gonna know what you will be able to fully do if you still keep, this second job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's nice to, keep two sources of income, you know what I'm saying? But I would have never, I guess, really seen like my full potential as just a soul, like just solely a barber. Just see if I can completely do it just barbering. If I would have kept that job, because it kept, a certain amount of time in my life. And I think that was like a second shift job, so I probably only had time to cut in the morning anyway. And then the rest of the day, I was at my job.
yeah.
Um, but some of you guys let me know, it's only but so much you can do keeping this, I had to take that leap of faith.
Finding out that you could do this on your own and like just do this alone and not have to worry about getting a 9 to 5. Um, that had to do something to your psyche. Like, what's your favorite part about barbering that you feel like is like your niche? Like,
Um, First thing first, I got to give a shout out to Keenan Lott, because um, he was the first person to let me actually come into a shop, as a rookie or whatnot. So, Keenan Lott, I appreciate that. Um, but what was your question again?
and so like, what was it that like, what would you say is your niche? What would you say keeps your clients coming back per se?
Oh, shoot. For the most part, people tell me I ain't heavy-handed. um, my communication, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I listen to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got something you need to get off your chest, or you need to vent about something or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I'm one person that I ain't gonna be judgmental. Like, I done heard some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, well, that's what it was. That's how it happened. You need to get that off your chest, you know what I'm saying? When you walk out that door, you know what I'm saying? Don't hold it over your head no more, you know what I'm saying? I guess my communication and, what I'm saying, my involvement with the people. Um, Let me see, everything people can say that I've heard that why people like me. Not heavy-handed, communication. You know what I'm saying? I let them talk. They feel like I'm a therapist or whatnot, which makes it also like another part-time job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause in the same sense, okay, I have to satisfy you as a barber and make sure I'm giving you a good cut. But you coming to me, laying certain things on me, you know what I'm saying? Whether you expect advice, you know what I'm saying, or not, in my mind, like, you want some kind of reply. Like, unless you tell me, like, I just want somebody to listen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then cool. But you gonna want some kind of opinion, or, you know what I'm saying, a second view on things, or just some kind of response. You know what I'm saying? So um I have to be ready, or have some type of wisdom, you know what I'm saying, for that situation. Um Kids like me because, I guess, like I said, I do have certain clippers that are sharper than others or whatnot, and certain ones that aren't sharp. So some kids like me because, you know, my clippers aren't biting them. They're not giving that red line all the way around their head. Like every once in a while, yeah, I do still mess up, and I have had some clippers nick and this, that, and the third. But for the most part, you know, kids don't trip because of I make them feel comfortable as well. You know what I'm saying? Um, I almost let, you know, my clients take over the room when I had like my own room. You know, you had a remote and watch whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like this your time to feel comfortable, and ain't nobody here to bother you. You feel me?
Right.
So I would definitely say, you know, it's the way I make my clients feel. And then at the end of the day, like once they done with the cut, you know, they happy with the cut, you know, I give you the mirror and I tell you, you know what I'm saying, don't walk out of here unless you fully satisfied. Anything that you want to fix, adjust, clean up, if you want to go higher, like let me know. You know what I'm saying? Then we can fix that so you can be satisfied. And then when you leave, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like you got you an experience. The amount of smiles that I've been putting on people's faces after a haircut, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a win in itself, you know what I'm saying? Some people come in and not trusting, you know what I'm saying, a new barber or whatnot, and be nervous. And I understand, like, you just don't know how this dude hand gonna be. You feel me? Like, you don't know if they gonna be able to really line you up how you want to and everything. So, for somebody to get done with and they paid attention to what, you know what I'm saying, you said, and they gave you exactly what you wanted, that's what I can tell. That's what made people smile. You know what I'm saying? Because some people say today, you know, like there's barbers out there not giving out shape ups. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really barbers out there just giving you a fade and letting you get out the chair. Like when has that ever happened? Like it
Yeah.
confuses me when people come up to me and ask me, they was like, "You gonna shape me up too?" And I be wanting to be like, why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of the haircut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it has me questions what, you know what I'm saying, what some of these barbers out here are doing today. Um, but I know, I guess people can say they feel secured in my haircuts. And I mean, that's done enough because word of mouth, that's brought me more clientele. My social media, I have to do better with and stay consistent with because I have gained clients off of social media with the use of hashtags and this, that, and the third. Didn't really think hashtags work like that, but one guy told me, he's like, "No, I just use the hashtag Kannapolis and or Kannapolis Barbers and boom, you know what I'm saying? There you were, and I just hit you up and bam, you know what I'm saying? Got a whole new client." Um,
Crazy.
um, he actually a pretty decent dude, man. He I ain't gonna say he do a lot, but he does like some major stuff. So if I can get y'all two in touch with each other or whatnot, he can be another nice source for the mentee.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
but yeah, my involvement with the people, making them feel how I make them feel. You know what I'm saying? A true no judgment zone. You know what I'm saying? But won't give you, you know what I'm saying, like a fake opinion or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take it to heart or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can say how I make my clients feel. That's what make them come back.
Clients, the up and downs with it, and then just having that consistency, those great cuts. What I always like to say, man, you supply the smile and style. You guaranteed to have a laugh or just feel great whenever you leave the chair. For one, a haircut changes a lot about the way a person can feel about themselves. Um, shoot, if y'all have seen the real, hey, y'all see them scruffy days, and then hey, you see, you know what I mean. Anyway, all right. But overall, man, like, what's some tips that you would say for people that are like struggling with bad hair or trying to, you know, grow their hair or just have healthier hair all around?
um, for one, what worked for your mama and daddy or something like that might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? You definitely, your hair is we just gonna say your hair is its own person.
Mm.
You know, still take recommendations from other people. Um, I would say if anything, you know, somebody might have the same hair type as you. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody you might want to listen to a little bit more often. But I would like to say let's get away from the movement of greases and stuff like that. A lot of greases are petroleum based, and everybody knows petroleum is Vaseline, and it's mainly a skin protectant. So anything that you call grease or something like that, or it's not an oil, you know what I'm saying? Read the instructions. If it starts with petroleum, it's Vaseline with some ingredients on it. And that's pretty much that. Um, so I would say I would encourage everybody to move to a movement of oils. Um, every oil isn't heavy, every oil isn't light. So you're gonna have to do that research, you know what I'm saying, and find out what your hair likes. It also starts with your health. Um, your hair grows from the scalp. It ain't like your hair don't have blood vessels or nothing like that. It grow like once it's grown, it's grown. So the other thing to pay attention to is yes, your health, and blood flow. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure you massaging your scalp and all that stuff, and keeping that blood going. But in the same sense, with blood flow, you have to be careful with people who are on certain medications. Like I can't refer an old person to go out and get a scalp massage all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because increasing blood flow could backfire. You know what I'm saying? I think it's diabetics as well that, me trying to encourage them to increase blood flow will probably backfire. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, let's keep our bodies as best as we can off of medications made by the man. Because the medications, they all have chemicals in it. You know what I'm saying? It's made by somebody who went to school to learn how to make a chemical and put other chemicals together to, yes, you know what I'm saying, those chemicals are to solve a problem, but they solve a problem and 9 times out of 10 maybe create another one. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not creating another problem right away, it's eventually gonna happen down the line. You know what I'm saying? Um, those things, I think, if you know what I'm saying, you into it, I believe started with is it JD Rockefeller? Is that his name? But I believe, you know what I'm saying, the change in medicine and everything, it started with JD Rockefeller and his power and how he took over pretty much with money, um, the medical field. Um, I'm not gonna go too deep into that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the CIA is watching me, you know what I'm saying? what they might want to do because I'm talking about it, but let's stay away from man-made medicines and this, that, and the third, and take care of your insides or whatnot. So what grows on the outside can be better. You feel me? Um, shake some of the stress off. What they say? They say let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a hard lesson that I've had to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost 30 years old, and I ain't gonna say I hold a lot of grudges, but it's some things that, you know what I'm saying, has been stuck in my mental, or um, I just have trouble with letting some things go. We're just holding on to stuff that pretty much it ain't benefiting me. You know what I'm saying? It's just recycling in my mind and this, that, and the third, and eventually turns into something emotional that, like I said, had I let it go, could have been somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Could have focused my mindset on something else that was gonna benefit me and help me progress. Um, so it's just a constant reminder. And even like when people say, your hand tattoos, if you wash your hands a lot, it's gonna eventually fade away. uh, Another lesson in letting it go. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things are just gonna come back to, you know what I'm saying? Just let it go. You feel me?
Right.
If I get to a point, you know what I'm saying, it get messed up or it start not looking the way I want it to look, man, let it go. Like you got the lesson, you know what I'm saying? Right. I can go out and try and fix something, or I ain't gonna say start an issue or whatnot, but try and, put some energy towards to solve a problem, if it's a problem or whatnot, or it might not be that big of a deal. You feel me? So it's all about figuring out, like, if I put that energy towards it, is it gonna benefit me or not? Or is it just something that I'm just doing just to do? You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't all that serious or whatnot, let it go. You know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, if I feel like it's something that I might need to correct or might need to fix or whatnot, fix it. And once it's fixed or once I've done what I could do to fix the issue, still let it go. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it recycle in my mind and take control. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep power in my own mind.
Thanks. And so I think that's another thing that's so phenomenal about you being basically a hair therapist, man. Because people can vent to you, and even though you're still going through things on your own, you still handle it with grace and love, and you know what I'm saying, and still take take a moment to relax. And I made a video the other day that said like, helping others, uplifting others can also help uplift you. Um, like during those times, like have you ever seen yourself as a barber giving those certain advice that you're just like, man, shoot, like I can also apply this into my life, like.
Yeah, I definitely got to practice some what I preach because if I listen to somebody and I know that, okay, I'm going through a little bit of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I probably won't tell them. Well, I might tell them depending on how serious it is. But yeah, like I let myself know when I need to practice what I preach. You know what I'm saying? Um, I always remind people I ain't perfect at all. You know what I'm saying? Far from it. I ain't gonna act like I am, you know what I'm saying? If you ever ask me something I ain't got no answer for, and I just do that. That's me letting you know, hey, I ain't perfect. I ain't got no answer for you, but I ain't gonna say it is what it is. But my hands is up. It's above me. You know what I'm saying? It's in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? It's in God's hands.
But I mean, that's facts though.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it like some, you're not perfect. Nobody is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so helping people with their situations, even in a hair situation, some situations might just be completely out of your hands.
Yeah.
And like not everybody is gonna know how to do everything. Like it's just like with doctors, you have your cardiologist and you also have your brain surgeons.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain people have their expertise in different things, in different fields, and so one of the best things about what you do is when they come to you and yeah, they're coming to you for their hair, they still share with you, those mental aspects of what they're going through or just that need for relaxation, and you supply that for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, and it basically evolved from you first seeing that in FIFA, and then also understanding that with the hair portion with your mom, and then of course getting that seal of approval from Tony Rucker that hey, you can do this, and then you done had a battery in your back since then, and so for one, man, we appreciate what you do. And secondly, with you just being a high spirited individual, man, we definitely appreciate you just taking the time out to be on the show and also just continuing to help people in this community. And now, there's two things I need to know before we go, man. Uh, what's the essentials to a good lineup? Like, what makes a good haircut?
Um. Okay. What makes a good haircut? One, yes, your lineup is very important because it's just your frontal view. This is what I'm presenting to people. You know what I'm saying? Like my face, boom, 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 and how clean I can be. Now, um, let me see. Okay, I'm trying to think of ways that I can say like it's an easy way to create a great hairline. And like I've seen one barber practice using notebook paper, and the blue line going across or whatnot. That's helping you to at least start a muscle memory, you know what I'm saying, on how to line up because some people line up from the wrist or whatnot and that's not exactly a good range of motion. Like that's the only motion that I got. So to come, you know what I'm saying, from the arm, boom, 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 I got a lot better, you know what I'm saying, range of motion. So um
And so it's not this, it's this.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the mechanics of muscle memory. Also understanding, you know what I'm saying, I guess different hairlines, and some people have larger foreheads and it seems like their hairline might be rounded off. Um, some people don't want, you know what I'm saying, that sharp corner to corner or whatnot because of how much is gonna have to come off. You know what I'm saying? Some people are right with just a little roundness or what. I know a guy, you know what I'm saying, like he says like he don't go and try and make his boom boom. Like he just says like his level of forehead, like he understands it's gonna be a little rounded. But I mean, even I've shaped them up enough to know like it's still corners to be made. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna cut off that much, but he don't want that straight. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 and straight down. Nah, he ain't worried about all that. He said give him that little bit of curve. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Keep on going. It's satisfying the customer. He understanding the client, listening to the client. That's the essential to a good hairline. And if it's yourself, uh, what's the good essentials to a hairline on yourself? Pay attention, I guess. Look at yourself. Use vital points on your face. You know what I'm saying? I use like eyebrow. Like if it comes to like the sides or whatnot, I use maybe the eyebrow or the edge of the eye, wherever, however far that hair comes back. Practice. Each new haircut is practice every time. I don't care how long I've been cutting hair. I keep saying each new haircut is another practice. Um, I got a cousin, man. He get the same haircut every time. Been cutting his hair maybe what 5, 6 years. Each time, I mean, I just say it's a new canvas. I know where his hairline gonna be at and everything, but it's a new canvas. I don't know. I guess a lot of people they think highly of me, but I do my best to keep myself humble. You know what I'm saying? I try not to boast my own head up too much, but at sometimes I do tell myself like, boy, you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this.
Right.
Uh,
Because if you don't, sometimes who will?
yeah. But the essentials to a great hairline, man, just pay attention to if you're the person giving the hairline, pay attention to what the person is saying and how they want it. Certain points on the face are definitely gonna help you balance out the hairline. Um, check which points are higher or lower than the others or whatnot. Show your client, you know what I'm saying, like, look, this is how I see your hairline is. We're gonna start from this point. Do you want, you know what I'm saying, I see this part is higher than this part. Do you want to balance out with that or X, Y, and Z, just all about paying attention and having that steady hand, um, control of the clippers, and that's pretty much it. After that, once you get that practice started, eventually you're gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you will get it right.
Right. And then the last thing, man, we just need a gym. Leave us with a gym, man.
Um, Discipline and consistency is the answer to a lot of things when it comes to your goal and success, our goal and success, anybody goal and success, like discipline and consistency. And I'm not here to tell you like I've been the best disciplined person because I haven't. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I have been is consistent. Days that I don't want to come into the shop or don't feel like cutting a whole day worth of people or something like that, I still stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? And I still came in. I might not have been talkative that much, you know what I'm saying, that day at all. But the fact that I chose to stay consistent and still come in and cut my clients or whatnot, it still, you know what I'm saying, got me and created me to who I am today. Um, so if anything, I want y'all to know that y'all need to stay disciplined and consistent. And after that, you know what I'm saying, things are gonna fall into place. Even when you don't want to do it, consistent. Go ahead, go do it, and stay consistent. That's a part of your discipline. Hell. But I like to keep it short and sweet. Oh, and let it go. If anything bothering you, you know what I'm saying, it's been in your mind a while. If you ain't got the answer for it, let it go and focus on your discipline and your consistency.
Right.
And that's it. That's what I want the people to hear from me today.
And, hey man, and plus, hey, $20. Go book a cut right now.
If you
HowieDoesIt.com.
$20 book a cut right there. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of
Bow.
fact, hey, scan it now. Scan it. But man, as always, appreciate today. Appreciate you being on, my brother.
Oh yeah, man. Thank
Hey.
you, man. Appreciate your
Let the
involvement.
beat build up.
Hey, I try, bro. I try.